world. Might have to push that button. Anyways, I just watched a little bit of news. Oh my gosh. You know, imagine this little story with me, if you will. A little brain teaser. You're suddenly dropped in a situation where you're in a position you've got to cross a highway, double highway, and it's not a normal day going on. It's not normal things. There's people crying and suffering and crashing on this highway. But your job's to get to the other side, right? Okay, that's the little game we'll play in this thought process, I guess. I didn't put a lot of thought in it, just they hit me a little bit ahead of coming on. So imagine your duty then is to try to stay alive crossing this double highway that's got some special chaos going on. So before crossing, let's talk about it. What's the ideal situation? Clarity. Nice clear day. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. No fog. No snow flying like a blizzard. No, clarity's best. Premium. Why is that? With clarity comes confidence. And, period. So here we go. How's the conditions, this thing we're going to try in our minds to decide how would we prefer to cross this place? Let's just say it's really dense fog, but you can see a little bit. Now, do you just use confidence first and let's just run across? I can see it. Woof, woof, I'll dodge. Woof, I'll duck. And maybe I'll make it. Maybe it'll be better on the other side. Yeah. Confidence. If it were me, and probably every human, if they just think about it. But I have learned that it's not. Some lean on confidence instead of reason and logic. So with logic and reason, you would say, hey, clarity first. I can see cars. Only 100 feet away, but they're traveling so fast, it's gonna get dicey. So if it's gonna get dicey, then you're gonna clarity. Most clarity, the better your confidence should rise. With clarity comes confidence rise. All right? I feel good. Well, this silly man. I remember them hollering, lock her up, and over some email crap. Look at this stuff. So anyways, let's keep going. Obviously, you use all your clarity, and then you throw in your confidence, and you got your best chance. Clarity first. Is it up now? Is it down? In, out, or around? You get the point. Anyways, I heard after I finish this. Let's say you're blindfolded and these assholes kick in and say, get over there, you got to make it to the other side, whatever, save your family, do something, whatever, just to make a better world after you cross this damn highway. So if it were something like that and you're blindfolded, Clarity. What clarity do you still have? Well, your sight's no longer primary, unless you can cheat the blindfold a little and get a, but if it was a, sight's not your primary no more. It's gone. So then your hearing's there. It's your clarity. It's your next layer of clarity. And now you better hope you got some strong confidence in your hearing. And so some crap I've heard today. One moment. In the same lane of thought, you've got somebody on the radio, Kevin Conan, maybe, in Columbia, down in South Carolina. But he's on the radio, but I saw him on CNN, and he was, with glee in his eyes. He just, can't wait for Christmas to see how much better when they get all that waste out of the government as we're under a hostile assault. He has glee that, so it's really outcome-based confidence. Full-on confidence with how much clarity? Yeah, you guessed it. I'm Goofy. Yeah, zero clarity. You ask anyone in Congress that's, what is Elon Musk and his minions doing? And, zero real knowledge of it. They found no big major fraud to cut. They're only taking out the cops on the beat. That's who they're going for. The cops that are patrolling the free, independent world we're in. Because a bunch of you got brainwashed by this con man. And lock 'em up. Yeah, lock 'em up. That's what I think. Should be starting to be shouted. I appreciate it. I saw one little clip at the Super Bowl, some well-timed, what a patriot for the USA on how we should be rising up for what's happening. Because, but at that Super Bowl, traitor! He was yelling traitor, and I tell you, I heard J.D. Vance a little bit. No one at this summit or whatever he's talking at, no one appreciates the mode he sets, the dishonesty he puts out. Lie, lie, lie. Yeah. Lie, 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 lie. And he's talking, I haven't even finished hearing it. I cut it off because, one can only take so much. Yeah. And then he talked about religion. We shouldn't be forced for what religion to believe. Yeah, exactly. You Christian nationalists and J.D. Vance, you hypocritical liars. If we have to lie to get someone's attention or to get what we want, this heist to work out, this hand the world over to the Russians and Musk and same set, kind of people willing to, think about it. We better think. And lock 'em up. That's what I say. But on this, you're the only one, JD. Well, you're not the only one, but I'm going to use your example since you're right there, cuddled up with Donald. You are linked every crime that Musk is doing and his minions and Trump. You're right there with them, just like a big trinity right there. And so to say that you're educated, I went to Yale, and then tell us that these liberals, this liberated, these people who want to help all people and not just his own people who believe just like him, one blanketed way of thinking. And I mean, oh, I got some deers. It's frozen anyways. Sorry there, cutie. I'll wipe the water off. I see God in their eyes. I just kind of do. I'm just one individual, my opinion. And I love that sweet little deer out there too. So, doesn't mean I wouldn't eat one if I were starving in the woods. So, everything in life takes balance. So, clarity being our top priority and best things going right, clarity. With clarity, you can move with confidence. When you don't have clarity, you take the most clarity you have, use logic and reason, and that places your confidence about there. And I'm spooking that old deer, so I was just interested, staring right at me. Anyways, that's amazing. My phone's all hooked up in my windows are. I'll try to get some. I'm gonna unclip. It's gonna get loud and wacky, but. Hi, baby. I'm just gonna hope you guys are getting a view of it through the. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna clip you back in. It's gonna get loud and noisy. Wow. I see you guys. Let's put it. Well. Old school it. Deer just left. So, now my furnace is running. Yeah, let's hold on. I'll go out walking. Yeah. Yeah, you can't stop you can't stop the mold from coming in this house all the time. Crazy. I like the design and all. It'll shut off in a little bit. Still watching. I watched Abby Phillip. I think I said her name wrong the other day, but I added the S to it. It's her show, so I just put an S on it. But, or I may have made my notes that way. Who knows? But I still keep watching that. None of you do much better. I just don't want to live my life picking on you guys' deception and crap. But just know that all of you, Republicans, besides maybe, was it McConnell, are liable to the crimes against this world, in my view. Here someone comes walking down the street. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. Anyways. Yeah, there's a lot that hits my mind. Lots of concepts, but they all don't need said, because that's just the idiots who can't think. They'll just choose one. So we have to be careful what we give out. Anyways, I can't believe we haven't stopped this yet, myself. I mean, I can't believe it. It's not good for us. This is why I call out these radio hosts that are tweeting along these deceptive lies to people. How long will this keep going on? It's not that both sides are wrong because we're going to fight about and you don't want to think. The rule of law lies where the rule of law lies. Your confidence needs some clarity of right. You've been programmed with lies and groomed. In fact, that host, he's just, all the wiring of all the lies got built into him. And that's just where he's at right now. But he's in an important spot on the radio. Higher responsibility for doing such things. Because right now we need clarity. I ain't got all seeing clarity. Stupids. And I don't mean that to all of you. Take it where it resonates. You know that. And put aside the rest. Man. Spine and ribs hurt me a bunch. Used to be so bad I had my head racked where I could never, always had this tension. Yeah, J.D. Vance goes to something like this at a time like this with all in the world, and what's on his mind? Religion. And it's on his mind because the things I've said, it gets stuck in his head probably if he hears them at all. But these thoughts would. And they try to think, oh, you're just making me believe this one way. No, I'm not. Believe any way you want. Just stop hurting people. Stop killing people. Stop gaslighting people and lying all the time. Everything I heard out of your mouth with explanations could be proven that you're a liar. Every time you speak on a subject, you twist it to something that if it were explained, no one would like it. Nobody. 'em up. Lock 'em up. 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 What kind of world would we have ever imagined the United States of America would let somebody do a Nazi salute and then him and all his men come in and start rooting around? Yeah, something's happening here. With clarity, it's coming more clear. Lock 'em up! Yeah, lock 'em up! That's what I say. Hadn't put that in a song, but it's a thought. And I know that at least I give it a good 80% about what I'm going to say is that most of the hardworking, I work my job, I go home and I try to have fun with my kids and try to love on my wife, and it repeats it because that's how we live in this. I don't have time to look into this and that. And still the good thing is you don't need to. The basics are best. Zero, come to earth and just do what you're doing there. But my only ask is to be independent of your own thinking. Otherwise, it's mind control to all of you. In that condition, take what resonates. That's how I feel. So you could hear the reversal of J.D. Vance saying one thing, that we don't want to be told one religion, as if he's playing a victim, that he's getting told to believe in one thing. What's that giveaway? From the heart the mouth speaks. What's that giveaway is he's being convinced in this unity and peace thing. He knows that would work and be better, but he chose the devil. Yeah. And not good devilish energy. Right? He chose the Yaldabaoth kind of devil energy. There's a difference. In my opinion. If I learn differently, I'll say so. And then I'll explain why, because if you got a belief in something, you should be able to say something that's truthful about it. Otherwise, you're a fraud, you're a fake, you're a phony, and lock 'em up! Yeah, lock 'em up! Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm just one individual. That's my opinion. I had a tooth that broke all apart, and then I can't get my tongue to quite have some of that. Yep. Yeah, I no longer, I used to pray. I used to sincerely pray to, the Lord for the longest time, I would call it, and then Jehovah for 20 years. And then, but either way, I don't have to. Although, inside my head, can't tell what's outside. Sometimes I certainly can. Sometimes it's still a blend. It doesn't matter. I am who I am. It does not matter where it comes from. Its merit matters. What you see matters. Your reality matters. What we create for our future is up to us. J.D. Vance. I don't care if you're on the tail end of the worm and you just tail end of the snake and if you're going to be so hateful and so reversed and such a liar and the father of a lie, in with a group of liars that are heisters trying to help the rich and punish the poor. Are you going to go up there and indulge in abusing people at Guantanamo Bay? Probably. I'd give it a 55-60% credence level. You'd probably be up there watching. Oh yeah, I love seeing these people stringing up, abusing, and making them suffer in all kind of weird ways. Sickos. Lock them up! That's how I feel. We didn't need this in the world. World was fine a little while back. At least better. And I know that many of these would not have voted for what you're doing. They need to decide to think with clarity and then find where their real confidence should set. Everybody that's for this and is allowing that has not went and locked them up yet is because they, we know up there in the heist, they're going to get rich. All the rest of you are just going to get screwed by whatever they mess up in the world. And who knows how that can go. I don't have clarity of all kind of things. Don't gauge on me if you're safe or not. I don't know from one, And I don't look down on those who view their faith as a God. I kind of have a belief. I would lean that there's something in the spirit of this world. This seems so loving for just how it does. Even though it's brutal, it's bad. A scientist you could swing that every way. You could stay very neutral. I'm okay with that. We learn from people who at least stand for what you believe in, but do it with some clarity of your mind, at least your own mind, and not somebody who told you. Work hard and work that out. Problem with that written up religion, it's so nasty and dirty in a way that it domineerings over others. The concern for you're gonna suffer forever, ever and ever and burn. I can't let my son, my daughter, my whoever do that. So I've constantly got to fight and make sure they praise the Lord the same way I do. JD, that's what you want for everybody, and make babies because we're all so prejudiced here in these parts of towns, it seems. It could go on, and I try to think for what's best to help for the overall general. And the details in between maybe later. But goodness. Yeah, lock 'em up. Keep that diaper on, Donald. Mind control to Major Tom. Decide which side you're on. Lock 'em up. Yeah. Crazy. Your head's spinning round and round. Yeah, lock 'em up before it's too late. Anyhow, I'll just let it go. Guys, have a good one, and I hope you enjoy your day.